Has summer slowdown got you down? Well, I'm going to give you some things to think about and focus on during this brief period of low sales.
Three queens Brazil where the deals just shine. Boss ladies on the grind every single time. From victors to new, they got the fashion view. Step into their world, you feel brand new. Got Gucci, got Prada, got everything you crave. Their passion for fashion is what they bravely gave. Brazil getting strong and the ladies in command. Three queens Brazil taking over the land.
Hi friends, it is Stephanie with Three Queens Resell. In today's video, I am going to talk about what you could be doing during summer slowdown. Instead of focusing on the low sales, there are other things that you can be doing during this slower period in your business to increase the wealth and health of your business. So I made a list and I'm just going to go down through them, and let me know in the comments how you're managing summer slowdown and what you're focusing on right now. So my first tip is we do want to focus on the wealth of our business, and we do want to make sure we are having sales. We just don't want to hyper fixate on them because there's nothing we can do. Traditionally, across all retail markets, sales are down. Kids are out of school. People are just more casual right now and aren't shopping as much. But don't fret, friends. School starts here in central Indiana at some schools in mid-July. So before you know it, we will be out of this dreaded dark period. But my first tip would be to think of some summer promotions. One of the things that we're doing during summer slowdown is I have gone back to live sales. So I had stopped live selling back in April when we did the eBay reboot, and now we are bringing them back through the summer. We'll see after September where they fit in the business, but just going through inventory and things that would be great for a live sale, we are doing those. So we're doing Poshmark and whatnot. We're trying to have a sale daily, but at least 5 times a week between the two platforms. So think about some summer promotions you can do. Maybe if you're not live selling, maybe you can send out more aggressive likes to offers or do closet clear out. Some of the other ways that you can kind of promote your closet. The second thing that you could work on, we talked about the wealth. This regards to the health of your business, is you could take this slower period of time to conduct a thorough inventory audit. Identify those slow moving items and focus on stocking up on things for the fall and winter months that are coming back. So when you're looking at your inventory, that's what we're doing, and just pulling some of those older items that would be good for a live auction to go ahead and move out. Number 3, think about marketing campaigns. One of the things that I'm focusing on is promoting our business a little more through social media. I am very inconsistent with that, but just trying to get in the rhythm of posting on Instagram or TikTok or whatever your social media of preference is. So you could take that time to do that. If you have an email list, you could take that time to push out an email. If you're on eBay, push out a coupon, but figure out some marketing campaigns for your business. Next up, you can focus on customer engagement, and that is what I am trying to do with my YouTube channel as well as my live auctions, is just putting my face out there more, making people aware of the products that we have, the type of quality. Somebody might, and this has happened to me plenty of times, people buy something from me during a live auction on Poshmark for $5 or $6, And then they love it. It's great quality. And I have a customer for life. They have purchased from me several more times outside of live auctions just from my closet. So it's a way just to engage with the community. Same thing with YouTube or my other social media, just being more consistent and coming on and showing my point of view, my perspective, what I have to offer people. Summer's a little slower, so I can take the time to focus on those things. And just engage with community and create new customers and find new reseller besties. Next up, website enhancement. So this is the time of year where you can look at what other aspects of my business do I want to work on. So if you have a website or you're thinking about creating a website or some other, system like that, now is the time that things are a little slower. Instead of focusing on low sales, you could focus on building that website if that's what you've been thinking about. Me, I am not selling, I don't have a website, but I have wanted to sell direct from Instagram. So that is something that and TikTok. So that is something that I'm going to investigate this summer. SEO and content creation. So create a number of, first of all, go through and make sure all your inventory is search engine optimized, compliant. And there are several videos out about that. I think that in my preview video, I'm sorry, my camera's shaky. My ring light broke, so it's like rigged up here. But it's a time that you can go through and make sure, like, correct those old listings. Check your spelling, make sure your sizing is correct. I suggest you sort oldest to newest, because when I do that, like my newer listings, I'm constantly evolving and improving. We have listings from 2022, so when I go back and just double check the SEO, make sure all the new information that I've learned, I can apply to that listing, maybe new keywords, hashtags, things that I didn't do back in 2022. So make sure that you go back and take this time and go back and check your listings, and you'd probably be surprised how many things sell just because you did that. Number 7 is think about collaborations or partnerships. I just got monetized, friends, here on YouTube. Yay! So I'm super excited about that. But one of the things I'm focusing on is my Amazon storefront, sharing with my reseller besties, friends, and family products that I use in my everyday life, as well as products that I use to in my reselling business. In fact, we have several linked below in the description. Everything from poly mailers to racks to steamers, the things that I use to labels to make this business go. I personally have not sought out any outside partnerships, but I am collaborating with some other resellers and going on their YouTube channels just to talk about my reselling journey. And so just making those connections is something that you can kind of slow down and take the time to do here in the summer. And that includes just simply like watching several different new YouTube videos by different people you haven't watched. You're not going to like everybody. Heck, you might not even like me. But sometimes people that are not even in your field, like that might sell car parts or edibles, or like not edibles, but like food or custom creations, like, or digital downloads. You can learn things from watching videos from those creators too, that you can then turn around and apply to this business. So collaboration and partnerships isn't always like influencer stuff. It's just also can be stuff that connections you are making and focusing on to build your business. I do the morning call with Tech and Sports, and I'm part of that Patreon, and I'm really focused on joining that call every day this summer, Monday through Friday, just so that I can improve my knowledge as a reseller. Number 9 is a time, and this goes back to customer connections, is to try out some of those fun tools on Poshmark, like bundles, if you don't know about the bundles, or sending offers to likers, or some of those special different things, your shoppers, sending out offers to those people on eBay, trying the coupon promotion, trying some of those features on the platforms that you might not have been aware of or have just never used before to experiment with sales in your business. Number 10 is to look at the operational efficiency of your business. And this is something my husband and I are constantly working on, but during the summer, I really can sit down and focus on it. Like I said, sales are down, but also my kids are home and I'm super busy. And so, for example, we want to consistently list 30 items a day. So we've been working on that this summer and identifying where the bottleneck is. Well, there's 2 bottlenecks in our operation. One is the sourcing, and 2 is the drafting and the listing of the items. And so I do both of those things in the bottleneck. So we're trying to figure out how my husband can support me in the business and take some of that load off. One of the things that we're going to try on the sourcing end this Tuesday, and I'm going to do a video on it, is I am going to spend all day at the Goodwill outlet. And I'm going to try to source all 210 items that we need for the next 7 days in that one shot. And so source them, bring them home, do a huge haul, wash them, and just get them processed through. So as my husband processes, I can create the drafts and we can get them listed, and it can go quicker as opposed to me going to the bins every couple of hours, every other day or so, and having to wash a small loads. We're just trying to batch it together to see how that goes. It might be a complete disaster, but it's summertime and it's a good time to experiment with things like that. We're also bought a new tool to clean shoes with, so we're going to play around with that. So during the summer, when things are a little slower, that's the time to try to experiment and tweak and make things a little faster. Number 11 would be to explore new markets. So perfect time to jump into live selling. If you've ever been interested, I would say you might hit it out of the park the first time. But it does take some fortitude, because you have to build an audience, you have to get moved up in bookmarks and get moved up in the search and all that. But live selling is an option, or another reselling platform. If you're only selling on Poshmark, or if you're only selling on eBay, to think about incorporating another platform in there, as well as maybe doing a garage sale, or do like what I'm doing, taking things to consignment stores as well. So just time to explore something new to bring in another stream of income in your business. Right now, we get streams of incomes from Poshmark, eBay, Depop, Mercari, as well as Whatnot and Posh shows, and then the buy-sell, taking things to buy-sell trade stores. So those are all the ways that we are bringing in revenue. So think about other markets that you could try out to enhance just to create another stream. Next, financial management. So I laugh because this is the vein of my existence. So it is time for me to get all my paperwork together, reorganize, come up with a system that I can be consistent with my receipts and mileage and all of my business expenses. And also, it's mid-year, so here in Central Indiana, we only file income. I only have to file income tax at the end of the year. I know some people do it quarterly, but I want to take this time because it stresses me out. So to just get my ducks in a row so that when the end of the year comes, I've got systems in place. You would think with being in this 6 years that I would be better at that, but I'm not. But it is a focus of mine, and I will probably share that with you guys in some videos as I work on getting it organized. But now's the time to look at that. I'm also reevaluating every service that we have, like Posh VA, List Perfectly, Boost that we use for Depop. Is the service worth like paying for itself? And I'm also like evaluating, is it time to bring back a VA? We had a VA years ago. Is it time to bring back a VA to list? What do the numbers, if I had somebody listing, could we get to like 40 or 50 a day or reach that goal of 60? And then that would free me up to process more, help my husband process, but also source more. So those are things like we're thinking about, and that goes into the optimization, but also the financial management. Like, are the resources there to support that? And we get to take some time and kind of explore those things in the summer. My next one is research. So this is the time that, and Tech and Sports is really big on this, and I have become fascinated by it. Researching brands, like reverse engineering it. And I am going to do a video on this, but one of the things that I've been doing is, like, for June, I have honed in on men's polo shirts. So I will, when I have free time in between this one going to practice or errands where I can't really come home, it doesn't make sense, just 30, 45-minute pockets of time, I'll pop into the lowest local or nearest Goodwill and just go through the men's racks of polos. Now, of course, most of it is brands that I see on repeat, but every now and then I see a brand that is new to me, and then I'm just researching it there on the spot on my phone to learn if it's something that I can pick up, I should pick up or not. So take this time to research new brands, learn the details, like the details of dresses, like learn about a specific type of garment, like the different parts of it or the different styles of it, but just to improve your knowledge on whatever it is you're selling. And then we talked about customer service. Oh, and my last thing, and this leads me into Posh Fest, is it's also a time, summer is a time for professional development. I was a teacher for 23 years, and so everybody thinks teachers get the whole summer off. Some of them do, but my districts were always big on professional development, and we went to all these conferences and workshops. And so that's kind of what I look at YouTube for, and being a part of the Patreon with Tech and Sports is professional development. It gives you an opportunity to connect with other people in your field, learn what they're doing, and try to get better, develop in whatever you're doing. No man is an island, and you don't know everything. And no matter how good you are at something or how great something is going, it could always be 1% better. And by learning more about what you're doing, for instance, even in me just improving how I track my spending and receipts and things, like I want to get better. I recognize like even getting 1% better each day, I would be 365% better this time next year. So I'm taking an opportunity I am going to Posh Fest. I've already bought my ticket. I got my hotel. Like, I'm super excited to go and meet people in person, but also to learn from other resellers. And the energy and excitement from being in a room with like-minded individuals cannot be matched. So if you have an opportunity to go to Posh Fest or participate in eBay Open or one of the Whatnot meetups, I suggest that you take it. Even if it is virtually. I don't do virtual that well. I'm more of like a in-person, I got to feel your vibe situation. But anytime that you get an opportunity to meet up with and chat with like-minded individuals about your business, it is going to be beneficial. So I know we're all focused on sales because that's what we need, the money, honey. That's what pays the bills. But don't let summer slowdown get you down. Instead of focusing on the lack of sales, and hopefully you're pretty consistent, but if you are lacking, focus on other aspects of your business that I mentioned, because while the wealth of your business is essential, so is the health, and those background aspects of reselling are important to focus on. So thank you so much for joining. And if you have been here all the way, leave me a comment down below and let me know how your summer is going. And I will see you in the next one, friends. Tomorrow we have our weekly what sold. And then after that, we'll be going back to our daily what solds. So I will see you then. Bye, friends.
3 queens Brazil, where the deals just shine. Boss ladies on the grind every single time. From victims to new, they got the fashion view. Step into their world, you feel brand new. Got Gucci, got Prada, got everything you crave. Their passion for fashion is what they bravely gave. Brazil getting strong and the ladies in command. 3 queens Brazil, taking over the land.